After the silicone has solidified, the first job is to cut off the straws that stick out of the fingers, thumb, and wrist. My students don't believe me when I issue dire warnings about how easy it is to accidentally cut off a string, until someone in the class cuts a string. We repair cut tendons by cutting and pulling out the old one, then pushing in and gluing a new one. I know a surgeon who repairs real tendons that have been cut in accidents. He sutures, which means stitches, them together and they reconnect, just like broken bones mend themselves eventually. Trim off any silicone that is oozed out over the edges of the fingers. Also, cut in between the fingers here, here, and here, only to the black line. This part of the model hand represents the webbed part of our real hands. We think of animals like ducks and frogs as having webbed extremities, but we have a webbed part. Can you see that there is a joint that bends here? Our fingers start there, right? But the fingers actually separate here. The distance between the joint and where the digits separate is covered with stretchy skin. Even silicone is not as stretchy as that, so we'll have to just cut it. A real hand has 3 joints we call knuckles on each finger. Our simplified model hand bends by cutting notches into the stiff straws. 3 black lines per finger indicate the location of the knuckles. This is the piece of straw I practiced on earlier. The paper is here. Let's imagine a line indicating the center of a knuckle is here. The razor blade will start cutting over here at about a 45-degree angle. The notch bottoms out over the line, but notice that it does not cut all the way through the straw. I find it easier to rotate the whole hand when I make the second cut of the notch. I wish there were a way to speed up cutting notches like this, but I find I just have to work slowly and carefully. What happens if you don't cut the notches wide enough? On this finger, I'm cutting the notches too narrowly. As a consequence, the finger does not bend as much as it should. Notice how this red pointer finger does not bend very much, while the other fingers do. When you look closely, you can see why. The width that you cut the notches determines how much that joint can flex. When this part hits this part, it cannot bend anymore. The green notch is wide, so it bends a lot. But the red notch is narrow, so it cannot bend very much. Only when I cut the notches wider does it have the full range of motion. Cut the notches for the thumb last. It's a little harder to cut in between the reinforcement. Make sure you cut the notches at the 3 straight lines, not the 2 zigzag lines where you put the reinforcement.